Alright, here we go underway. Match number 1, starting on Dust 2 for this one. I think everyone understanding a little bit more how the band pick is gonna go. Will we see any shenanigans in the knife round, or is it actually gonna be a normal knife round? Right now, it's looking pretty normal, pretty straightforward. Pretty even so far. Tyler's going to be the last one left in a 1v1. Both of them at 100 health. So 2 single taps, and then the final, and it's going to be P to win out. Now, they get to decide. Team Sensei, do they want to be CT or T to start this off? We'll know here in about 30 seconds. Alright. It looks like they are going to start on the T side. We're going to have Rise on CT to start this off. Okay. Well, he won the knife round, and now he, and we'll have to see what's happening. Start off with a little match pause. Alright, P is back. Should unpause in a second. Someone here will type unpause, I'm assuming. There we go. They have 3 minutes, 53 seconds left for pauses if they end up needing it. Hopefully no more connection issues will hamper them. As we get underway, looks like it could end up being a B rush. They are going to go through B. As Tyler picks up 2, he does go down to Savit, so now it's Gino to hold on to this one. Going for the shot, Zector does find Hollow, and it's all onto P. In a 1v4, Gino finds the headshot and takes him down. And Rise start this off with a win. Let's see. Where do we think they're gonna go? I feel like starting... And if you guys, like, want to see anything specific, do tell me. Because if there's any like view angles or anything that you kind of like want to see or like to see or anything, it's only gonna help me get better if you have any suggestions for it. So I feel like starting off like this though, to see where T's go, and you can kind of get a broader angle of where the CTs are setting up and everything. Alright, here we go. It's like Hollow just jumped scouting in mid. You have Bomb going over towards the double doors. He's just lurking. And then the other 3 down in lower tons. Naj gonna be coming up to floor mat. Oh, the molly goes off and floor mat finds one, but Savit finds the trade. He did take a lot of damage, down to 34%. So now it's gonna be MP9 versus MP9, and that's a quick pickup onto the first player with the MP9. So he's just kind of tapping away, trying to find a different angle. Gets the reload off. He does have two players where he's going to have to fight. Now you're going to see P and Hollow kind of back off. Bear is lurking over towards mid. Ready for if anyone crosses. Maybe try and shoot him in the back somewhere. Doormat creeping closer. Does look like the possibility of going back up Cat after this long wait. Could be what happens. Gino coming over here to support Doormat in a second. Doormat, oh, peeks out. Bayer gets him quickly. Now, Gino does find the kill onto one player left, and it's going to be Hollow who did get the kill onto Zector. Going for the plant, jumping MP9. Doesn't find it before the plant goes down, so that's going to be a little bit extra cash for the T side. But he does get it in the end. Is stream working properly? Yes, it looks like it is. Good. Let's go back over here and kind of see how this one starts. Maybe not quite so high. Yeah, like this. Roll Star, how you doing today? It's like just a little standard spray. Gino had tried to push forward. That nade gonna go out, do a little bit of damage onto P, brings him down to 94. You have Floormat, who's holding a little bit closer. And then on Cat, you have Doormat. And it's actually Zector through the smoke to pick up the first one onto Savit. Gino has pushed closer onto this. Ready with the MP9 if Naj comes through. Oh, we missed everything happening over here. So Floormat is going to back up off of Long. As Gino comes back over here towards Cat. And they have him trapped at this point. Zector going to be the one fighting Bear. Question is, when does Bear peek? Oh, Naj goes down. Bear gets Zector. So it's all onto Floormat. He does get one. Bear gonna throw the smoke, and he's gonna go through lower tons. Floormat opting for the long rotate all the way through T-spawn, potentially. Does go down B just like he was expecting. Does he pick up an AK? Yes. Picks up an AK, and Bear is watching window. Tucked right up in the cubby. We're gonna see Floormat coming out, trying to clear everything, and he does take down Bear. He's gonna be able to get the defuse. Clutch there from Floormat to get the final two, win out the round, and make Rise go up 3-0. Artie saying Tyler is a legend. Roll Star saying Gino is a legend. P is disconnected for a second time. We'll see. Minute and 15 seconds for P to reconnect. I believe they have another 3 minutes if they actually want to pause. We got some downtime. What's going on with everyone? Anyone got any just eat any dinner or have dinner plans? What do you guys got going on? Got any dessert on the menu? Kind of want to go downstairs and in between game 1 and 2 grab some of the cream puffs I have down in the freezer. Nom on some of those. I feel like there really hasn't been a two-ton that I can do with the map to kind of point things out. I mean, we haven't seen Team SENSEI try and go A at all, but I mean, just a flash up and over the wall here kind of blocks off this angle for a second, so then they can get to this door and peek out towards it. But we've seen them mostly push 2 down here through lower tons and have 1 go cat and 1 start in mid, and the other one kind of lurks over here for a second. And then they really just try and take the fight in this area on cat. And that's kind of what we've seen for 2 rounds now. We'll see if they're going to try something different. First round, they tried to go through here and just do a B rush, which was quickly denied. And we've seen pretty standard defense so far from the members of Rise, having 3 play over towards A, 2 over towards B. Tyler bought your first car and house. I wish someone would buy me a house. I would be so happy about that. Alright, they did pause, but P is back. So they've used... Now they only have 2 minutes, 53 seconds left. Pokemon? Yeah, we got Pokemon community game in the chat. We'll just say I'm slightly addicted to Pokemon. I just haven't had any money to buy any cards lately, so I haven't been able to do any of that. But Team SENSEI, 2 minutes, 23 seconds is what they're going to have left for pause time. I don't know how much they have left for timeouts or anything, but they're kind of running low, and we're only 3 rounds in. Hopefully P will be able to figure that out. So we should see some Flash go over here. Yep. So Flash goes out, but Molly's nades go out. Re-flash as Tyler takes down Bear. And you have so many more over here. Huge nade there by Gino. He does so much damage in return. And now Zector with the op is going to see them kind of opt towards a cat push. So Gino already back over here after that nade from earlier. You have 2 players playing towards mid. Zector does find 1. And Zector finds a second. So now it's going to be Gino. If they... No, they don't actually stay over here. All these shots can just be bait as floor mats there. Zector finds the other. And it's a very clean round as Zector picks up 3 with the op for Rise. Wanted to go over here. Okay. Looks like it's going to be another execute. And now you have Bear here throwing a couple of stuns. They're going to push out hard A long. And it's going to be Floormat, the first one to find him. That molly goes off. Now he's going to throw the nade, and that does a lot of damage. Doormat already finds 2, and that's a huge blind onto Floormat, but it's another very clean round as Doormat finds Bear. And I mean, they were going up against an eco round, and they just absolutely demolished that eco round. They didn't have anyone play out towards A long, but the util came out with perfect timing to really just prevent that push. The Molotov and then the follow-up to the nade in case they were pushing straight towards him. They did everything they needed to do. We're going to see Naj playing towards mid. 2 players in lower tons right now, 1 in upper tons. And they're pushing towards Cat again. Doormat up close on double doors, ready and waiting. Op play here from Zector. Getting really, really close. He hears footsteps. Oh, the timing just barely didn't work out for him. Now he's going to back off. Now that the smoke is going through, he tries to go for the shots, doesn't get it. Onto Naj, he is completely blind. Down he goes. So now you're going to see Floormat coming around the corner. He does find one huge stun, and that is 3 kills for Floormat before he goes down to Naj, and they're going to go over towards B. It's going to be a 3v2 retake situation. Gino just trying to spray through with the MP9. Doormat gonna pick himself up an AK. So now you have 3 AKs on the side of Rise up against the 2. 1 player behind car, 1 over by the boxes. The stun super well. Tyler picks up Bear. Tries to hold his Naj, but Tyler just takes him down too. Gino, does he have enough time for the defuse? It's gonna be a little bit close, but does get it. And Tyler picks up 2. Rise 6-0 so far. They are just dominating here on Dust 2. Team Sensei. What are they going to return with? How are they going to try and fight this out? Show money tab. Do you just mean overall scoreboard, or is there a specific, like, money one? Because the money's at the top. So, are we talking about this scoreboard? As, again, going for cat control, Floormat stalling for time with the Molotov. Stun does go out. He does get hit a little bit. Finds 1. Goes for a second. Doesn't find it. Doormat already finds 2 as Bear ends up getting the trade afterwards. But it's a 4-for-2 trade, and Bear is just going to try and get the bomb down at this point. He does. Oh, the Molotov misses a little bit, and Bear goes down to Gino. So it's going to be a 7th round for Rise here. And if we are talking about this one, there is a ton of money here. Is there like... Okay. Yeah. Ton of money for the side of Rise right now. 3 of them getting close to capped out as we go into a timeout again for the members of Team Sensei. see, where are they gonna go? I mean, they all have AKs, but even a MAC-10 rush out B just to try something different might not be awful. They're gonna go for the stuns over here again, and more nades go out. This finds a ton on to Naj. Now Tyler tries to find more, but P and Hollow find a bunch. Gino finds 2 with the nade, finds another with the AK before Bear takes him down. Now it's all onto Bear, this time in a 1v2, and he finds the headshot onto Zector. Him up against Floormat. Oh, he is going to hear the footsteps of Floormat. And there we go. Bear finds a third to win the first round for Team Sensei. Okay. 10 kills for Floormat and Zector. Bear up to 9. He's really doing the most for his team. Will he be able to do any more, as it looks like a possible another push? No, this looks to be another setup for a cat push. Nades did come out from Floormat and Gino. Didn't find anything this time. Oh, that stun from Zector. Absolutely filthy. Bear got to be a little bit careful. Oh, P just sitting in the Molotov gets taken down by Floormat. Bear does find the headshot onto Tyler. He's going to be looking for more. Well. Okay. Sorry, we're missing out on a little bit of the round. I don't know why it kicked us out from spectating. We'll get right back in. Okay, looks like it's a 4v2 situation as Zector finds one with the op. Now Gino trying to tap away with the M4. Zector is taken down now. That Molotov does find a little. Hollow is forced out of his spot because of the Molotov, but he does take down Gino. And that's his second round for Team Sensei. It just took him a second to kind of get into the flow of things. But, I mean, we see 7 in a row for Rise, and now we have 2 for Team Sensei. Is Team Sensei just going to be a little bit more comfortable now? Are they going to try and win out the rest of these rounds so they can at least go into the second half 7-5 and only down by 2? Or is it going to end up a little bit differently? As it looks like down towards lower tons is where this is going to take them, and then back towards Cat again, possibly. It's pretty normal for how they've been playing it. The nade goes out now, does find a little bit of damage onto Hollow, but not a ton. So now the Molotov goes out, hits the edge of the door, so it's not actually going to find anything. He just tries to spray a little bit through the smoke. Stun's going out. Zector going to be over here with a second op. That Molly is going to actually stall for a good chunk of time. It's going to give Doormat enough time to come back over here. He hears the footsteps. Gino blocks the smoke a little bit. As, Zector tries to go for the shot. Doesn't look like he finds anything. And now Bear takes down Zector. Doormat has already been eliminated. And now you have 5 players going right up here. Floormat finds 1. Tyler finds a second. The shots go through. Floormat's not able to find one, but Tyler does find P. So now it's on to Tyler. He finds his third, and it's him against Barrel. Or Bear. Bear Thrillus. I have PUBG on my mind, but Bear does take down Tyler. Alec, how you doing today? Alright, so we saw all the money for Rise a few rounds ago, but they've lost 3 in a row, and now you see that it's mostly gone at this point. Naj with the op straight up mid, and they are just pushing towards it. That stun goes out, a second one to follow. Does so much. But out they push. Floormat finds one onto Savit. Bear gonna be the next one to go, and Floormat finds him. Almost finds Naj as well. So 4 in Eco, they've already taken down 2. They're trying to get rid of a couple of the guns over here. Tyler gonna be pushing forward with the MP9. Jumps past the shot from Naj. And now the push through. Naj does find him as P finds Zector. 4 rounds in a row. Can they close out the half with 5 in a row to get this back to a close game to Rise? See Bear jump down. He does find the shot onto Floormat. Zector does get one back onto Naj, so they don't lose one for nothing. But now we're seeing a much more heavy cat contestation here from the members of Rise, but it's actually down towards A long where you're going to find the players. And Gino trying to do what he can with the op. He's got to back off a little bit, though. They're going to be right up close and personal. Tyler finds one as P finds Tyler. Super, super low now. Doormat peeking around. That nade is going to find P. And now Doormat trying to step through. Oh, that stun. He avoids it by going into the smoke, but Savit is still able to find him. 2 ops. Well, all 3 ops, but Bear is the one that ends up finding the shot. And it's Team SENSEI to win out the half to bring this back into a 7-5 match. After the first half, Bear with 14 kills. Naj has 6. Savit has 8 for Team SENSEI. Meanwhile, on Rise, you have Floormat with 14, Zector with 12, and Tyler with 12. I feel like a little bit surprising to see Doormat so far down on the damage and kill on the leaderboard. But it looks like a possible A execute from Cat. It looks like a push quickly over here by Savit. As that stun goes out, Hollow does find Gino. Naj trying to find more as Floormat did find Hollow in return. Savit found 2 onto Floormat and Zector. Bear pushing up close, and Tyler at 3 HP. Doormat at 25. They're not going to be able to do a ton. A little bit of damage found onto P as Bear does end up finding Doormat. Tyler, can he find the headshots? It's the only thing that's going to be able to keep him in this round. He's going to need at least 2 onto Bear, but no, Bear finds Tyler. And they continue their winning ways, 1 away from tying this game back up 7-7. Looks like we do see a force buy from Bear into the M4. And then some MP7s, a second M4. So that's a really hefty buy in the second round. If things go south at all here for Team SENSEI, that's going to put them in a really difficult spot to try and recover. Zector pushing up with the Glock. It looks like they might be going through mid. Naj finds one. He's trying to hold for the next, and he does. And Savit from the other side helps him out. And Naj picks up 4 to clean sweep Arise to tie this back up 7-7. Sun goes out. It looks like Okay. Zector steps out, does find Savit. As now he continues to go forward. He did spot P a second ago, but P does end up getting the kill onto him before Floormat trades him out. But the problem here is that Bomb is all the way back over here, and Hollow just got the kill to take down one. Now Tyler's got to figure out where Hollow is, and he goes for the shots as Hollow stepped out, and Tyler is able to take him down, so it's into a 2v2, but Naj and Barrel both sitting at 100 hit points. Gonna make it a little bit more difficult for Rise. Tyler sitting down in pit. Floormat over here to help trade. Floormat, I feel like not bad for him to kind of go first. But now he needs the headshot onto Bear. As the stun goes out, and it's perfect from Naj to take down Floormat with the double headshot right afterwards. And now they're going to be able to pick up a couple of AKs. They have plenty of money to work with anyways. But it's 8-7, and all of a sudden this is turned right around. After winning 7 in a row, Rise have lost the next 8. And now, we might actually see something that we haven't seen from either team. And it's gonna be a push towards B, not on the very first round. Stun's gonna go out. Naj dodges the first one, but not the second and the third. They come through. Zector finds an early kill. They're gonna pick up one. Savit takes down Gino, and that's a nade right in to Zector's face as Hollow takes him down. And it's gonna be a 4v3. Tyler and Savit both incredibly low. Floormat's still all the way back in upper tons. You're gonna have Tyler and Floormat holding. As it's down into a 2v1. Bear, he only needs to get a couple of shots onto each of them, but Floormat steps out, takes him down with the Tech 9. That's gonna be a round win for Rise. Now we're keeping it close, 8-8. Are we gonna see the exact opposite thing happen? And is Rise now gonna win every single round in a row to win out the match? Or are we gonna actually see them start kind of trading some of the rounds back and forth? Oh, Floormat gonna be running right into two of them. Doesn't find any. Tyler does get the trade onto Bear, though, before going down to Hollow. So it's a hefty tunnels push as Rise try and go down through mid. You're going to see Gino go around a little bit. Doormat finds P. So now the smoke goes out to give a little bit of cover as they rotate over towards A. And they're going to be there before any of the members of Team SENSEI can make it over here. And this is a lot more interesting already, because we're seeing some different tactics play out compared to the first time, as Naj does find Doormat Zector so incredibly low. As Hollow does get found. Zector, he misses the shot onto Hollow. And Hollow picks up a triple. He's going to be able to get this defuse in a second. He doesn't have a kit, but he should have plenty of time. As indeed he does. Team SENSEI wins it to go back up by a round. And we are possibly going to start seeing some back and forth now. Something exciting, something different. I mean, even that round itself was different. We saw Team SENSEI actually push through lower tons early on. They were able to pick up a couple. They only lost one. And then we saw Rise just respawn by going right through mid before they could even get to lower tons. As, oh, Naj picks up an early kill. As Rise, it looks like they wanted to push A long, but it's going to be an easy hold so far. P throwing some util, trying to stall for some time. He doesn't know how much longer he actually wants to waste on this. Seeing if Rise are actually going to make a commit to this. Couple of Molotovs go out to clear out Car. Now you're going to see a nade. It only finds 5 damage onto Tyler. Another smoke comes out that should block the crossover. Nade goes out. Savit is holding close. Tyler picks up one onto him. Goes for the second, but P's able to take him down. Gino gets the trade. And then from Cat, Hollow does find Floormat. It's on to Doormat in Gino in a 2v3, but they lose the bomb on the cross. And now it's all onto Gino. He finds one, trying to go for the shots onto Hollow. Hasn't found him yet. Now he's looking for Bear. Goes for the shots and he misses the spray. Bear takes him down. And it's 10-8 for Team SENSEI. Bear really, I feel like, inspiring his team after those first couple of rounds where he got a bunch of kills, but they really didn't get too much done. Inspired the rest of his team to just come out here and start to do more. Weird Molotov from Floormat, but maybe preventing like a rush early on. As, oh, Hollow through the smoke takes down Doormat. Bear gonna be holding up close on Cat. As Floormat, he finds one onto Naj, but Bear finds the opener onto Floormat. The nades go out. That should find plenty of damage. Gino and Tyler both down. Bear almost gets taken down by that nade in return. We're gonna see a little bit of a rotate. P holding the cross. This Tyler, Gino, they're trying to figure something out. I feel like Rise just trying to poke and prod wherever they can, and they're getting met with a stone wall. P already on site, but Gino finds the headshot to take him down. Savit, Bear, they're both low. This is doable for Tyler. When do they peak? The shots go out, and Bear annihilates Tyler's head. That's 11-8. I feel like that round was very doable for Tyler if he would have been able to hit those shots onto Bear. Savit was down to just a little whisper of hit points. And then it would have just been into a 1v1. Unfortunately, Bear stepped out and took him down before he could do anything. As it looks like it's going to be another lower tons rush. Bear finds one. Floormat does get the trade. Gino finds Hollow as he tries to retreat out of lower tons. So it's a 2-for-1 trade so far. Doormat ends up finding Savit. Now P trying to come over towards mid. Zector did spot him out. The shots do come through, but Gino gets the trade. And it's all onto Naj. It's going to be a 3v1. How is Naj going to approach this? Doormat is half. Floormat's at 25. Gino is still full health, though. Swaps for an M4, and it looks like it's going to be a save round coming through for Naj. Not an awful idea. Ellenwood, I appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. How you doing on this wonderful day? As Naj is just going to chill down here in pit. And with how much time is left, this is fine. But I feel like pit is such a weird spot to save, just because if someone really like came here early, they could technically sneak over here and jump right here and possibly see the feet. I mean, he'd see theirs too. So, I mean, I guess it's fine because it's so tucked away, but it seems so almost risky and weird because it's such a normal save spot that even if they have like a nade left over at the end of the round somehow, they might be able to use that as well. I don't know, I just feel like there's other spots where you can see a little bit more. Oh, nades come out and Tyler just eats him to the face. So much damage. Nades do go out in return. Savit takes a lot of damage. So doesn't Naj. So in the end, the util war at the beginning won by Rise. Smoke's coming out. The stun should come out to block P from seeing anything in just a second. He does end up stunning his teammate a little bit in this Molotov, stalling for so much time, so Floormat didn't really have a ton of time to go through here. The smoke going to be mostly wasted. They got to push through here soon. Otherwise, that smoke is going to dissipate, and they're going to be able to get shot in the back. Gino does find Naj, actually, towards spawn. Floormat shot in the back, does take down Hollow. The stun going out as Tyler takes down P, trades Gino out. And Savit down to 3 hit points. Bear with the op, and it might just be another save round. A 4v2 with Savit already so low. Foo Fighter, I appreciate the follow as well. Thank you very much. How are both of you doing on this wonderful day? We're up to 970 followers. Oh, no. Okay, so Zector is over here. Did see Savit. The smoke is going to go through. Zector trying to push through. He does find one, and he should know where Bear is. He goes for it. Bear misses the shots, and that is a complete wipe. And see, that's the nade I was talking about. Had Zector gone down and they just threw that nade, it probably would have been able to be a pretty clean wipe down in pit. But if you play I don't know, even like car or something, I feel like I mean, I guess that has a lot of angles where they can peek you from. But just somewhere else where you can kind of see them coming from a little bit farther away, maybe. They can't sneak up on you so easily. Oh, Molotov goes out as it is just going to be a rush through mid. And Rise was ready for it. They're prepping a nade now. Finds a lot of damage. Hollow's already low. Gino finds one. Tyler finds Naj. Now Gino just needs to back off. Hollow, try and shoot him in the side. Tyler, Floormat, Doormat, all find one. And down goes Team Sensei. We're back tied up 11-11. Who gets round number 12? Who has the first chance at a round win? As Team Sensei take another timeout. We're gonna have to do all these push-ups at the end of the stream. We gotta keep in mind how many we got. We got 10 push-ups to do so far. We'll swap over to my face cam at the end. Gino just kind of looking for a push. Stuns go out towards A long. Nothing really found. And I feel like the more I've watched this and how Dust 2 has been playing out, oh, little jump peep by Savit there did spot out Zector. So the nade goes out. Only finds 4 damage. Couple more to follow. See if they can get any opening damage. Possible cat push could come out. Naj did step through, killed one in lower tons, right on the stairs. So right now, cat control has been acquired for Rise. they haven't really done anything with it yet. P does have a nade that he can use at some point here. Really, once he spots someone, I imagine that nade will come flying through over towards these players. P does find floor mat. We heard a Molotov go over here. The nade does come out. Zector peeks through. Gino gets the second. Bear there to find more. He finds a second. He finds a third onto Doormat. And that's Bear with a three-piece. And it's Team Sensei with the first chance to win a round. Or win a map. Not a round. What am I saying? Nade goes through onto Bear, does a little bit of damage to open it up. And we see Rise just all in mid right now. They have lower tons if they want to go through their stun. No, smoke goes out. Now the stun, and Bear finds Gino through the door. That stun comes through. Bear can't really see anything. P finds floor mat after he found Naj. Now Molotov's coming out, a little bit of damage more onto Bear. Zector pushing through after Tyler found another one. So it is 3v3. Molotov's gonna go out down below, and now that Molotov goes over towards Savit. The stun comes through. Doormat holding close. Savit does find one, and he lines up the other two to take him down. So now all they need to do is defuse, and Team Sensei are gonna win match number 1. We're gonna go right in to the second map. But before that, we're gonna go into a small little break while the next map gets set up. So if you need to go to the bathroom or do anything else like that, now might be a great time to do that. I know I'm gonna go grab a snack real quick, make sure that my water is nice and topped up. We'll be back for match number 2.
Yeah. From the drop to the last blue zone, we don't break. We rise. Lock and load, eagles fly. But tonight, it's rise time. Touchdown, boots hit the dirt, no fear in the eyes. Fall deep in the Jeep, see the smoke in the skies. Every call, every shot, every inch we earn. Got fire in our blood, let the battleground burn. We the last to leave, we the first to fight. Every night we get back, every round ignite. Circle closing in, yeah we own that space. When you see that tag rise in your face. Rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is rise, rise, rise. PUBG legends, we live that code. No luck, just skill in every reload. Eyes locked, target found, let it spray. We control every drop, every play, every day. Headshot dreams and highlight streams. With the thunder inside your team's bad dreams. From scrims to stage, you know the vibe. Rise Esports, this is do or die. Rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, It's rise time. Touchdown, boots hit the dirt, no fear in the eyes, fall deep in the Jeep, see the smoke in the skies, every call, every shot, every inch we earn, got fire in our blood, let the battleground burn. We the last to leave, we the first to fight, every night we get back, every round ignites, circle closing in, yeah we own that space, when you see that tag rise in your face. Rise, never back down, never die, hands to the sky, we fight side by side, from the ashes we climb, we conquer the time, name on the line, this is rise, never back down, never die, hands to the sky, we fight side by side, from the ashes we climb, we conquer the time, name on the line, this is rise, 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 PUBG legends, we live that code, no luck, just skill in every reload, eyes locked, target found, let it spray, we control every drop, every play, every day, headshot dreams and highlight streams, with the thunder inside your teams, bad dreams, from scrims to stage, you know the vibe, rise Esports, this is do or die, rise, never back down, never die, hands to the sky, we fight side by side, from the ashes we climb, we conquer the time, name on the line, this is rise, never back down, never die, hands to the sky, we fight side by side, from the ashes we climb, we conquer the time, name on the line, this is hear the call, boots in sync, four hearts, one link, crosshair steady, never blink, you can't run, but you're on the brink, from the plane to the ground we reign, every knockdown fuels our flame, this ain't luck, it's built through pain, ride forever, remember the name. We fight, we bleed, we thrive. Our code, our team, our life. When the smoke clears, when the final shot flies, we stand tall 'cause the name is rise up, never fall. Rise up, we want it all. From zero to legend, it's in our eyes. This is rise, rise, yeah, yeah, from the drop to the last blue zone, we don't break, we rise, lock and load, eagles fly, but tonight, it's rise time. Touchdown, boots hit the dirt, no fear in the eyes, fall deep in the Jeep, see the smoke in the skies, every call, every shot, every inch we earn, got fire in our blood, let the battleground burn. We the last to leave, we the first to fight, every night we get back, every round ignites, circle closing in, yeah we own that space, when you see that tag rise in your face. Rise, never back down, never die, hands to the sky, we fight side by side, from the ashes we climb, we conquer the time, name on the line, this is rise, never back down, never die, hands to the sky, we fight side by side, from the ashes we climb, we conquer the time, name on the line, this is rise, rise, PUBG legends, we live that code, no luck, just skill in every reload, eyes locked, target found, let it spray, we control every drop, every play, every day, headshot dreams and highlight streams, with the thunder inside your teams, bad dreams, from scrims to stage, you know the vibe, rise Esports, this is do or die, rise, never back down, never die, hands to the sky.
All right, here we go. Underway on map number 2. We got Nuke. And I got 6 cream puffs left. And, well, I mean, that knife round went a lot better for Rise. So now they get to choose their side. They're going to choose CT to start this one off. So let's go see what the T's are going to do. looks like a slow ramp push. Gino is going to be holding, ready and waiting. He did see one, and now the nade comes out, and that's going to find a lot of damage. Naj does go down to the headshot right after from Gino, as Savit finds floor mat. Gino still holding over here, knows that no one's coming down. Should be relaying that over to his teammates. Doormat could be the one that ends up in trouble as they rotate back over here. But he does have Zector over here. Now they come out. Zector goes down. And so doesn't Doormat. Tyler does find one onto Hollow. Gets a gush on to Bear. Now Gino here for support. Gino finds one. He finds a second. And it's Tyler to find the third. And Tyler and Gino combined to take down all of Team SENSEI. I'll try. I don't know about you, but I think that song is awesome. I love that song for Rise. I want a couple more, honestly. If we get a couple more and then I can, like, rotate them all through and everything, that'd be even better. Molly's nade util goes flying out, and that's a nade going up towards the top. Doormat does find the opening onto P, and he finds a second onto Savit. So he knows people are up above. He heard the ladder being used. Zector is going to have a little bit of a trade with Bear. Doesn't really find too much. Gets a stun into his face. Isn't able to push comfortably. But now I think it's just Rise needs to make sure not to overcommit to anything. And floor mat, he finds Naj at the angle he was looking at. Bear is incredibly low. Floor mat ends up finding Hollow, and Zector steps around to find Bear. Clean little sweep there for Rise, and they find 2 rounds to start this one. Now, guys, do we think that they go 7 in a row before they lose their first round on Nuke as well? Or is this going to tell us a different story where maybe they kind of have some tactical fumbles a little bit early and recover for it, learn from it? How's it going to go? Oh, Zector just taps his feet into there. It looks like they're gonna go outside. Nade does go out. Oh, Bear finds Doormat early on. P finds Tyler. And now Zector, he finds one. He picks up the AK and just dips out of there. Floormat's still up above. Oh, Savit finds him. Zector already coming through. And he does find Hollow. That's going to be the bomb down. It's going to give time for Gino to make his way up here. Bomb is going to go down from Savit, though. They already have one up in heaven, and Savit steps through, takes down Zector. And it's all onto Gino. And it looks like Gino is actually going to back down for a second. Maybe try and find an exit kill. And he does find the exit kill onto Bear. So now, there's an AK right there that Gino can grab at his feet. But it looks like Gino might be feeling a little bit more comfortable with the M4 right now. So he decides to stick with it. Instead of grabbing an AK. And now Rise is going to have to figure out with their money, do they want to go for a full buy? They should be able to go for a full buy, and indeed they do. Meanwhile, you have an MP7 over here for Hollow. And it looks like... could be another slow ramp push. That nade goes out, finds just a little bit of damage. When are they going to step out? When are they going to fight Gino? Gino jumps down, so they know that he's here, and Savit finds the headshot to take him down early. The stun goes through to stall any support. Zector isn't able to find any shots. Tyler is down here early. As Naj finds Doormat after he found Hollow. Now Zector coming from behind does end up finding Savit, so they know there's two here. Zector just tried to shoot the molly as that nade comes through, does a good chunk of damage. P does end up finding Zector. Floormat goes down next, and it's all on to Tyler. 1v2 after he finds Naj. Bear gonna be low, and he finds P. This is winnable. He finds the shot. He takes down Bear, and now he just needs the defuse. No kit on him, but he should have the time for it. Huge there from Tyler. Picks up 3, wins the round. He's gonna pick up an AK for his efforts. That right there is going to go on the highlight reels. As it is a new match. So the T's and Team SENSEI do have all of their timeouts back again. As Tyler just keeps on swapping to the knife. Let's swap out of that just so we don't have to listen to the shing, shing, shing over and over.
That's hot. Another one hot. One more hot. Could go ramp. Could go ramp. Could go ramp.
Nade goes out, and it could be a squeaky push. P takes so much damage from that nade. His second follow-up would have been enough for him. Doormat does find Naj, and Floormat finds Bear as P finds the trade onto him. P tries to push through. Gino takes him down, takes down a second. Can he find a third? Yes, with a little bit of help from Doormat on all of them. Clean round there by Rise. 4-1 is the score now, so they didn't go 7-0. They did end up losing a round. So they won 2, and then they lost 1. Now they've won another 2. Does that mean that they're going to lose this round? Or are they going to start a different little pattern here on the scoreboard for us? Scout for Naj. That's a molly going off, finding tick damage. Naj trying to go for a couple of shots through the wall. But now you have 3 players down closer to half. Bear on the eco round does find 1 kill onto Zector already. Tyler finds 1 back onto Savit. Tyler, gotta be careful how much you're wide body peeking that. You're gonna give them plenty of opportunity to shoot you back. Oh, Tyler. Really low on health now. So the eco going well so far. Let's see how the eco is going to end for Team SENSEI. They got 1 kill. They have Tyler down low. Are they going to be able to secure more kills? Looks like they're going to be trying to make their way through Hut. As Floormat finds the opening before getting traded out by P, so that's a second one found. And now we do see the drop here. Doormat does find one, but now it's down to just Gino. He finds one. Bear with the deagle. He still goes down. Gino to get 2 to end the round and win it. But that's an eco round that they just lost 4 players on. So even though they do win the round and they do have plenty of cash to work with, it is going to be a little bit unfortunate that they go down to just a single player at the end of the round. They win 3 in a row now, going for their 4th. Nade goes out. Doormat ready to push forward. Naj did spot it out, though. So he steps through, takes him down with a clean headshot. Now we see a Molotov coming through. P maybe going for a few pre-fire shots onto Gino. That nade goes through. Doesn't find any damage onto anyone. Now we're going to see Tyler. He steps through. Finds a lot of damage onto Naj. Brings him down to just a sliver. That nade goes through. Finds really not as much as I was expecting. And now Gino's the one having to hold. And he goes down as P steps through. Bear finds Zector. And it's going to be on to Tyler and Floormat. And Tyler finds one. Floormat finds a second. Took a lot of damage. And that Molotov, oh, it is going to find him. Now it's Tyler in a 1v3. Oh, shoots a dead body when he sees it. So now P going to be aware of it. P does get taken down, though, and Tyler still has a chance on this. Naj would be the next one to fight if he doesn't go for the shots onto Hollow. Molotov, though, right onto Naj's position. Hollow steps out, though, and takes him down with a headshot. Now we're on to round number 8. And it's Rise up 5-2 right now. After losing the last one, Hollow able to hit the headshot onto Tyler to finish him off. A couple of smokes going outside. Naj pushing over there. Doormat ready to push forward on the eco. Floormat does find Savage, so they find one. Tyler trying to find Hollow. The Molotov gonna come through. Only does a tick of damage, but more than they want. P finds Gino. And it's Zector and Tyler. Tyler gonna be trying to find Bear early on. Zector with a deagle. If he can find the headshots, he might be able to do some. Goes for the shots and misses them all. So now it's all on to Tyler. And they know where he is. No gun over here for him to grab. No, he finds the AK. Okay, so he does find the AK. He's going to back off of this. And he's just going to try and survive. I don't think he's even going to try and go for any exit frags. He should just hold this corner and make sure not to die. Hollow is making his way over here. Does Tyler want to find it? No. Tyler may love his 1v3s, but I don't know if he's able to win them all, you know? Every once in a while, they gotta show him that he's just a demigod instead of a full-on god, as Util getting traded. P is the only one that's taken any damage so far. Nothing really found. Stuns, smokes going out. They're ready for someone to be close, but Rise playing a little bit farther back. This smoke not going to last much longer, so the cross here in just a second is going to be a little bit difficult. They go towards the last second, but not all of them make the cross. Floor mat finds Bear while he's still out in the open. Finds a second onto Savit. Finds a third onto P. And now it's just Naj and Hollow left. He's going forward. Hollow does step out. He does find one, but Floor mat finds a fourth. Naj does end up getting found by Doormat, but it's a 4-piece for Floor mat to get them to round number 6. Oh, Gino, early on. Finding one with the op, tries to throw the nade to clear the smoke. Misses out on it a little bit. Zector goes to play the stairs. Floor mat ready to hold Hut. As you have Tyler over to his left, who does find the kill onto Savit as soon as he starts to peek through. Bear only 27 hit points. Not looking great for him. Doormat with only a USP actually gets a little dink onto Hollow. Bear goes down. And Doormat, I mean, if he doesn't go down here, it's going to be good for him. Naj making his way back over here. Floor mat had made it over here. They are just holding the angles. Hollow does find Tyler. And now Naj steps through. He finds Zector. Floor mat, he finds one. Now he's going to look for Hollow. Just throws a smoke to cover his retreat. They should know that he's the last player. And all they have to do is find him. They have bomb, though, actually. That's what they're doing. They're holding bomb, and it's all onto Hollow to try and make something happen. That's why they were set up for crossfires like this so early on. Sorry, that is... So they had 2 players here and 1 player here. Set up for crossfires because bomb was down right here. So they didn't need anyone to really hold anywhere. They just had to hold the bomb down. Hollow with the smoke lineups. And there's a couple of different ways you can do it. There's these 2 smokes, and then there's the smokes that go like here, and then here and here. Obviously, that takes 3, whereas this only takes 2. But obviously, it gives a little bit different angles and stuff, too. Because even if someone, like, pushes up here or something, you're still smoking it off, so then you can kind of go through anyways. Tyler holding on top of Hut, but it's going to be Doormat that's going to have to deal with them as they peek through, and he sees at least one. He takes down one before Bear gets the trade. He does get a lot of damage onto Bear in return. Now it's Gino trying to hold through there. Floor mat does find Hollow. As Nas tries to take a couple of shots over towards Zector. Gino does find Bear. As Naj gets the trade onto Gino. Savit on site with bomb. I don't know if they know about him, but Floormat is still in the area. Floormat should hear bomb going down. And he's gonna get the kill onto one, goes for the second, and he takes him down too. So Floormat there, able to take down 2, get a triple on the round. And it's gonna be 8-3 for Rise. One more round in the half. So our Rise is going to be able to go 9-3 into the second half? Or is it going to be 8-4 with Team SENSEI able to get another win before they go on to the CT side? Molotov goes out straight through Hut. Here they come. Floormat finds 2. Tyler finds 1. And now the grenade to go through the smoke. Zector does end up finding Savin, and Gino stabs Hollow in the back to finish off the final round of the first half. 9-3 for Rise. All they have to do is find 4 rounds, and they win. And we'll go into map number 3. Alright, what are we gonna see from Rise? It looks like a nade, a little bit of util through towards A, but in the end, does look like it's gonna be a ramp rush. They go through. Gino and Zector find 1 apiece. And now over towards CT spawn. The fight's just gonna happen. Gino finds a second before he goes down to Naj. Zector just gonna be stalling for time. Tyler is there and ready. They find 1. Naj gonna be the next one. Zector does get taken down. And now Tyler stepping through. He finds Naj. And down they go. Rise up to 10. It's actually going to be a ramp rush by the CTs here. So Team SENSEI just pushing through. Savit finds 1. P finds 1. Bear ends up shooting P in the back of the head. Tyler goes down to Naj. So the only death there for Team SENSEI is by an own kill. Team kill. Like, what? Jax, you don't even have to worry about other people getting, any clips or anything. I'm going through this whole thing again tomorrow, and clipping everything I think's gonna be good and stuff, so. No, Jax, I don't think those ever got set up. Zector finding the headshot onto B after getting taken down. Oh, Naj steps out. Zector tried to find him as Hollow just gushes his head. Oh, Floormat actually holding up close to this. Goes for the shots. Doesn't take down Naj. And now more of them going to step through. They do find 1 as Doormat found him. Savit goes down to Gino. And now Gino looks like he's going to be holding for Heaven, but a nade comes out right onto Gino, almost takes him down. Bear only needs to find a single shot, well avoiding getting headshot as Hollow jumped up and ends up finding the shot onto Gino anyways. 10-5. Alright. Underway. It is going to be a full save round again for the members of Rise. Naj misses the shots to open up the vent. And it looks like through hut is how they're thinking of going. Savit throws the nade out, finds the kill onto Zector, finds one onto Floormat, gets some help from Naj to take down Gino and Doormat. But Tyler did get down below. He's going to get the bomb plant off. And honestly, not awful. Now he's going to go for the shots. Naj with the pre-fire takes him down. That's going to be another round. But now if we look towards the money in the economy, for the members of Rise, they are going to have enough to do a full buy. They should be able to get another one. But right now, Nuke looking very much like a CT-sided map for these teams. So we'll see... Is Rise gonna lose another one in a row, or are they gonna stop this at 3 rounds? Take this back. Nade goes out, does a little bit of damage onto Doormat, Gino, and Tyler. As through the smokes outside, 3 of them already down the stairs. They're going to be holding over towards Zector. Still a Galil in hand. Naj gets taken down. P takes down Floormat. Hollow is on site already. So he's going to be holding. It's a 4v4. A lot more damage has been done onto Rise so far. Tyler deciding not to go through that door. Gino was in the window standing, staring over here before. Hollow just ready and waiting, and now it does come through. Tyler finds the shot onto Hollow. Gonna get the smoke down, and now he's gonna go for the plant as Gino finds one onto Bear. And it's all onto Savit. He does take down Gino, tries to go for the shots onto Tyler, doesn't connect with anything. The nade comes through, only does 1 hit point of damage. Now he's gonna throw a stun in deep, gonna throw another smoke down. And grabs a little bit more util before going back over here. Goes for the spray. Does take down Savit. But Zector gets the trade to make sure that Rise clean up the round. Why are these... Why does it go Savit to Tyler? That's crazy. Outside goes Tyler. The molly goes forward. Nade. Util. But Tyler continues to just push over here. He goes for the spray. Doesn't find anything. Goes for a nade. Up and over. Tries to get the headshots. Not able to connect with it. And then from the side, he gets taken down by P. Naj pushing over towards Floormat. It looks like 2 have already gone down below. That's more of them. It's going to be a retake situation. Hollow is down here. But yeah, 4 members of Rise already down here. Gino going for the plant. Naj tries to open the door. Stop the plant. Zector with the other angle, able to take him down. Now through the doors, Savit finds 2. Can Savit find any more? He's getting shot in the side. P is able to help him out. Doormat takes down one. And he's in the clutch, but he gets shot in the side. Smoke thrown there by P, but a little bit unnecessary. Waste of util, and now you're gonna have to, No, he found another smoke. Okay. That's fine. Unfortunate there for Doormat. Just not really looking in the right spot at the right time. It happened, so Hollow is able to step out, take him down. And it is unfortunate that it happens that way. But, I mean, sometimes timings just happen like that. Nade goes out, but Zector finds P very quickly, and Flormat the only one that takes a little bit of damage there. A lot of damage done onto the member up in heaven. There was a second one, but now Bear gonna be just a bullet away from death. That was a smoke. If that was a nade, he would have been dead right there. So now the bomb is gonna go down up on A. It's gonna be another retake for the members of Team SENSEI, and Savit catches Zector reloading out in the open. Naj finds floor map, but Tyler gets the trade onto Savit. He backs off a little bit. Bear is there, and he avoids the shots. Doormat finds one, and through the vent, Tyler does find Bear. So that's going to be 12-7 for Rise. One more round, and we're on to map 3. Ultra, I very highly doubt that anyone is hacking, especially this late into the tournament and stuff. But it's okay. Team SENSEI going for another pause. Maybe trying to throw Rise off a little bit, confuse them. Yeah, I think we're on, like, round 3 of the playoffs. So there was the entire regular season and everything, too. Right. Ran out of water in this match. I even went to, like, fill it up, but I'm already out of water. Too much amazing, wonderful stuff going on. We're on Tyler again, and he's just flicking his knife. You would have thought that I learned last time that he's just going to keep on going sting, sting, sting. Alright, one more round. What does Rise decide to go with here for a push onto this? It looks like 3 members outside, 2 members inside. And it's going to be a hard push from Ramp P. Does find one. Floor Mat going to be the next. He does find Bear. So now these players should know where he is. Savit back from the spawn. He finds one. Does he find the third? No, but Gino there for the trade. Gino tries to step through, and all of a sudden it's in a 1v1. Tyler versus P. And the bomb is in P's favor. Stun goes through. He steps out. He goes for the shots, but P hits a double headshot to take down Tyler. Ooh, Tyler takes a little bit of damage there. As Tyler does end up finding P, so the eco round coming through. Hollow gets the trade onto him, gets the shot into the back of Gino. Goes for the shots, he finds floor mat, swaps over to the USPS. Goes for the shots, tries to find more. Backs off so he can go for a reload. And it is a 2v2. Doormat about to get shot in the back by Bear. And he does indeed get shot in the back by Bear. Zector, full health with an M4A1S. Bear with the stun. Zector steps through. I don't think they know about him. When do they look down? The shot's coming through. And Zector just trying to figure out who's going to peek when. He hits the headshot onto one, but Bear is able to keep control and hit the headshot onto Zector to take him down. Almost able to finish it off right there on the eco round. But now we have another, well, almost full buy. Doormat has a Mac 10. And we do have a Galil. But is this going to be the round that Rise finishes this off on? Stuns go through, and it looks like it is going to be a hefty push going right through. They do find an early kill onto Savit. Doormat swaps over to an MP9, but Floormat finds the headshot. Floormat finds a second through the smoke onto Naj. And now he finds one up in heaven onto P. It's all left to Bear in a 1v5. The ace could come through for Floormat if he just finds the final one. A bullet is all that remains, and Bear does find Zector. Are they going to let Floormat try and find the kill onto Bear here? He does step through. Floormat finds the shot, and that is an ace to win out the final round and get the match victory in match number 2. So we're going to go to a third match, which means we get another break. I got to go top up on some water, and I'll be right back as soon as we're ready for match number 3. I realized that I didn't actually show the leaderboard at the end so you guys could see it real quick. Let me do that real quick. Alright, now I'm gonna go top up on water.
From the drop to the last blue zone, we don't break. We rise, lock and load, eagles fly, but tonight it's rise time. Touchdown, boots hit the dirt, no fear in the eyes, 4 deep in the Jeep, see the smoke in the skies, every call, every shot, every inch we earn, got fire in our blood, let the battleground burn. We the last to leave, we the first to fight, every night we get back, every round ignite, circle closing in, yeah we own that space, when you see that tag rise in your face. Rise, never back down, never die, hands to the sky, we fight side by side, from the ashes we climb, we conquer the time, name on the line, this is rise, never back down, never die, hands to the sky, we fight side by side, from the ashes we climb, we conquer the time, name on the line, this is rise, PUBG legends, we live that code, no luck, just skill in every reload, eyes locked, target found, let it spray, we control every drop, every play, every day, headshot dreams and highlight streams, with a thunder inside your teams, bad dreams, from scrims to stage, you know the vibe, Rise Esports, this is do or die, rise, never back down, never die, hands to the sky, we fight side by side, from the ashes we climb, we conquer the time, name on the line, this is rise, never back down, never die, hands to the sky, we fight side by side, from the ashes we climb, we conquer the time, name on the line, this is hear the call, boots in sync, 4 hearts, 1 link, crosshair steady, never blink, you can't run, but you're on the brink, from the plane to the ground we reign, every knockdown fuels our flame, this ain't luck, it's built through pain, It's rise time. Touchdown, boots hit the dirt, no fear in the eyes. Fall deep in the Jeep, see the smoke in the skies. Every call, every shot, every inch we earn. Got fire in our blood, let the battleground burn. We the last to leave, we the first to fight. Every night we get back, every round ignites. Circle closing in, yeah we own that space. When you see that tag rise in your face. Rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is rise, rise, rise. PUBG legends, we live that code. No luck, just skill in every reload. Eyes locked, target found, let it spray. We control every drop, every play, every day. Headshot dreams and highlight streams. With the thunder inside your team's bad dreams. From scrims to stage, you know the vibe. Rise Esports, this is do or die. Rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is hear the call, boots in sync. Four hearts, one link. Crosshair steady, never blink. You can't run, but you're on the brink. From the plane to the ground we reign. Every knockdown fuels our flame. This ain't luck, it's built through pain. Ride forever, remember the name. We fight, we bleed, we thrive. Our code, our team, our life. When the smoke clears, when the final shot flies, we stand tall 'cause the name is rise up, never fall. Rise up, we want it all. From zero to legend, it's in our eyes. This is rise, yeah, from the drop to the last blue zone, we don't break. We rise, lock and load, eagles fly. But tonight, it's rise time. Touchdown, boots hit the dirt, no fear in the eyes. Fall deep in the Jeep, see the smoke in the skies. Every call, every shot, every inch we earn. Got fire in our blood, let the battleground burn. We the last to leave, we the first to fight. Every night we get back, every round ignites. Circle closing in, yeah we own that space. When you see that tag rise in your face. Rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is rise, rise. PUBG legends, we live that code. No luck, just skill in every reload. Eyes locked, target found, let it spray. We control every drop, every play, every day. Headshot dreams and highlight streams. With the thunder inside your team's bad dreams. From scrims to stage, you know the vibe. Rise Esports, this is do or die. Rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is hear the call, boots in sync. Four hearts, one link. Crosshair steady, never blink. You can't run, but you're on the brink. From the plane to the ground we reign. Every knockdown fuels our flame. This ain't luck, it's built through pain. Ride forever, remember the name. We fight, we bleed, we thrive. Our code, our team, our life. When the smoke clears, when the final shot flies, we stand tall 'cause the name is rise up, never fall. Rise up, we want it all. From zero to legend, rock to the last blue zone. We don't break. We rise. Lock and load. Eagles fly. But tonight, it's rise time. Touchdown. Boots hit the dirt. No fear in the eyes. Fall deep in the Jeep. See the smoke in the skies. Every call, every shot, every inch we earn. Got fire in our blood. Let the battleground burn. We the last to leave. We the first to fight. Every night we get back. Every round ignite. Circle closing in. Yeah, we own that space. When you see that tag rise in your face. Rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is rise, rise, rise. PUBG legends, we live that code. No luck, just skill in every reload. Eyes locked, target found, let it spray. We control every drop, every play, every day. Headshot dreams and highlight streams. With the thunder inside your team's bad dreams. From scrims to stage, you know the vibe. Rise Esports, this is do or die. Rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is hear the call, boots in sync. Four hearts, one link. Crosshair steady, never blink. You can't run, but you're on the brink. From the pain to the ground we reign. Every knockdown fuels our flame. This ain't luck, it's built through pain. Ride forever, remember the name. We fight, we bleed, we thrive. Our code, our team, our life. When the smoke clears, when the final shot flies, we stand tall 'cause the name is rise up, never fall. Rise up, we want it all. From zero to legend, it's in our eyes. This is rise.
Here we go, gonna be underway with our third knife round of the night. We've seen it go one way, we've seen it go the other. Now is Rise or Team Sensei gonna be the team that ends up winning the knife round this time? Which team is the better knifers? Oh. So low for so many of them, but Tyler goes down and Bear and Savit survive. So in the end, Team Sensei ended up being the better knifers. What does that mean? Well, it means that they get to choose whether they want to be on T or CT side. What will they choose? Well, we'll know at the latest in 37 seconds. After they decide to shoot each other 27 more times. Alright, here we go. They decide to stay on the CT side. So we are going to be seeing Rise start on the T side, and then you have Team Sensei over on the CT side. So we'll see how they decide they want to go. It looks like it's going to be over towards A. 3 players were on banana, ready for a banana rush, but it looks like up through the apps and slowing it down. They're taking so long that I feel like Team Sensei is just getting confused now. Look, they've all kind of like spread out. They're like, which way do we end up going? Oh, Zector, the timing for that step out. Okay. Step should be heard. Okay, Savitt did spot him out now. Smoke gonna come through. Zector gonna drop down anyways. Did spot out the shoulder of Naj. Shots come through. Nothing really happening though. Then you do have Dormat going the other way. He is going to be going up against a couple of dualies. And it looks like through Banana is where they come from. Nade goes out, doesn't really find anything. Bear just going to be holding with these dualies. When does he step out? Doesn't find anything else yet. Floormat does find the kill onto him. So now the plant just going to be going down. Zector holding spawn. Is now hollow. Does get the headshot onto Gino. He's going to be coming through behind. Savitt finds Floormat. It's all onto Zector. Zector doesn't have to worry about too much. It is two very low health individuals. He does find one. And now it's just Savitt to find. He just needs to find a couple of bullets, and he does. He finds the headshot to take him down. And Rise going to win the first round. Unicorn. Alright, let's see. Where is Rise gonna go for this one? It looks like a potential rush down mid. As Gino finds one, Floormat and Zector pick up a couple of more. So now, if Tyler can find one and then Dormat finds one, we're going to have a team ace on our hands. Gino finds P, though, and down goes the hopes for the team ace. It's all on to Bear. He only has 39 hit points to work with and a deagle in his hand. He's going to be slowly making his way forward. Gino is the one that he runs into. Trying to make this as favorable for the deagle as possible, going for some long-range shots. Floormat finds him anyways. Down goes Bear, and it's a second round for Rise. And it's actually a terrorist timeout. So now it's Team Rise taking the timeout. Maybe someone had to go to the bathroom, I imagine. I don't think anyone was expecting to be here for quite this long. But here we... Oh, Gino disconnected. So now we got a second while we wait. We'll go through knives here. Survival knife Doppler for Tyler. You got the marble fade Talon knife for Floormat. Doormat sitting here with the stat track butterfly knife Brightwater to match his gloves. Gino disconnected. Stat track butterfly knife Knight to go with Zector's red gloves. Wait a sec. Now, up top it says Gino's in here, but he's not in here. So now we go over to this. So Naj has a flip knife Doppler. Bear just has a knife. Savitt has the Wiener Lopper. What's that? Stat track Huntsman knife. But I don't know what skin it looks like just forest. Talon Knife Doppler for P. Oh. Hollow doesn't actually have his knife out. Where is it? Down here. There you go. Right. Well, now we're waiting for Gino again. Okay. Alright, when do we think we have Rise lose their first round once Gino gets back? Actually, you know what? I owe you guys 10 push-ups. I owe you guys 10 push-ups. If I can get my cam to work properly. Deactivate. Activate. Oh no. Oh no, what's happening with my camera? Oh, it's like big dead, huh? This no bueno. Hmm. Well, that's okay, well, I was gonna do my push-ups, but apparently my camera's just not working, and now everyone's back. So we don't get to do that. We're in match number 3 right now, War, and it is 2-0 so far for Rats. Oh, nades, util coming out. Zector trying to push forward. Does get the kill onto one. Tries to get the spray transfer onto Bear. But the MP9 is able to take him down. And now more players coming through here. Bear going to go down to the Molotov. No, Floor Mat ends up hitting the headshot before the Molly finishes him off. Oh, Doormat. He did spot out P. The nade comes through, does a good chunk of damage to him. Now he steps through. Oh, he takes a headshot right there. Floor Mat does find Naj, and now Gino gonna throw the smoke down. Oh, Savit does find Tyler. Bomb, luckily, landing exactly where it needs to be planted anyways. Doormat is a little bit low. Savit, he could go for the save here, and that looks like what he's gonna do. But honestly, Floor Mat, Doormat, both super, super low. And Gino's just a headshot away. It was a very winnable situation if he wanted to do it that way. Though he may still sneak up on Floor Mat. Oh, timing, it worked out for Savit, but Floor Mat hits the double headshot and takes him down anyways. Oh, yeah, that's my regular streaming stuff, Jax. Oh, okay. Well, we're missing out on the beginning of the round, I guess. We'll try and get back in there. quickly as possible. Hopefully no one's died. Nobody has died. It looks like Util has been traded. Tyler and Floormat took a little bit of damage, I'm assuming, from either nades or Molotovs. Because you do have Banana. And Banana poses quite the problem for Molotov damage. You can kind of stack it up pretty easy. Bear and Hollow going to be holding here. Yeah, I think Counter-Strike killed my camera completely, from what I can tell. Zector, he does find one, but Hollow able to get the trade right back onto him, so it's a 1-for-1, and now Naj finds Doormat. And this eco is going absolutely phenomenal so far for the members. Alright. Naj takes down Floormat. And Tyler goes down to Naj now too, and P finds Gino, and what an eco round from Team SENSEI. They take a lot of damage, but they're able to find all 5 and take the round win. Right. Looks like a potential banana full send, but they are going to wait for the util. More nades. Util going out. Hollow is there. Tries to go for some. Bear with the trade onto Floormat after Hollow goes down. Gino, Zector ready. That nade is going to take down Doormat. Bear finds another onto Gino as Naj finds Zector. It's all onto Tyler in a 1v4. Headshot onto P, so he takes down the first one. That's an op. That's scary. He takes down a second. Oh, if he could have found Savit, that would have been crazy. Unfortunately, he does go down. That op down Banana. A little bit difficult. Now Savit with an op can try and control mid. Gino takes down Naj with the eco. Oh, Savit misses the shots. Is he going to be able to get away? No, Zector does find him, takes him down. And now it's the eco for Team Rise. That's doing absolutely phenomenal. So Rise Esports gonna look to try and take down P and take control of the site here. Zector does get taken down, but Gino gets the trade. So it's a 3v2. Bear is already below half. MP7 for Hollow. AK for Bear, but it looks like more looking for picks when they're trying to leave is the plan here. Do either of them have an aid? No, neither one has an aid. Gino going to be stepping through. He is going to go down to Hollow, so it is unfortunate that they do lose one. Tyler almost dies, and he only has a deagle, and he goes down to Bear anyways right there at the end. So 4-2, Rise do end up winning the round on their eco with only one player left alive. Yeah, wow. Ecos traded back to back. This reminds me of, I want to say it was like a month ago. It was just whoever had the eco round was winning the round over and over and over. Double nade does go down Banana. Finds a lot of damage onto Tyler and Floormat. just a little onto Doormat. 3 players stacked up over here on B. Bear just going for a quick spray through. Hollow playing the MP7. I don't know if he just feels like more comfortable on it or what. But not really playing the AK as much as one might expect. Oh, that stun and right back into Bear's eyes. Rise just sitting back a little bit, waiting for someone to overcommit a little bit. That smoke is going to go out, going to block off a lot of angles. It doesn't look like Rise actually want to push this. Going out towards A. P does find one. The headshot trying to come through for Gino. Now he's looking the other way. He does take down Savit. Going for the shots. On to Naj next. Isn't able to find any. But now the molly does force him to have to go to one side. Gino finds the shots onto him. So now it's into a 2v2. Doormat, a little bit low on health. They're going to have to pick up the bomb really quick before going back for the plant. Another smoke does go down from Gino to block that off. Hollow just trying to spray through the smoke. They know one's going to be coming from the other side. Bear does take down one. Now Gino has to try and take this 1v1 before the other one can get over here. Unfortunately, not in time. Hollow's going to find the shots, take down Gino. Four, 3 Rise right now. But Gino, he threw that stun, and he had Hollow probably full stun there. I feel like he has to be a little bit more aggressive on that peak, take that 1v1 before Hollow can rush through afterwards. Now nades coming out. Hollow does find Tyler. Doormat, Gino taken down low, and they're just pushing through. Hollow finds a second one, and one goes down. Bear finds a... I gotta figure out what's happening. Because Counter-Strike, for some reason, I think is taking too much power. And it's like disconnecting my mic and everything else, and that's the reason why I think it may have like actually killed my camera, unfortunately. But something's happening with it. Tyler, he finds one, he throws a nade, does a little bit of damage, able to avoid the other nade of his own. Zector gonna pick up one. Tyler through the wall, picks up a second. Naj gets the trade to finally take down Tyler. Now it's into a 3v3. Gino's taking a little bit more damage than Naj so far. Savit, timing-wise, has missed both players stepping through. Gino finds the headshot onto him, so now it's a 3v2. They have a 3v1 right now. Doormat ready for P to be over here. Looking for him in the smoke. Shoots him in the back now. Smoke going back towards spawn, but he heard the footsteps of Naj. So now he's just waiting for Naj to peek through. Naj ready for this angle. But it's Doormat to win the duel. Pick up a second on the round. And bring Rise back ahead. Right, I need to make sure I'm bringing this up too. You guys said you wanted to be able to see this. That's what we're currently looking like. Util going out. Savit did actually end up taking down Gino with the op. They are pushing forward. P was up above. P is there. And the Molotov does a lot of damage. Floor mat brought down low. They're going to get the bomb down, but it's a 3v2 with floor mat incredibly low. The nade does come through. So now it's a 2v4. Tyler and Zector. What can they do? Tyler down in pit. Zector up in the apartments. Ollies go out onto site. Naj goes up above. Tyler going for the shots. He takes down one. Zector taking down one himself. But it's Savit with the op to finish off Zector. And it's going to be tied back up 5 apiece. It's just going back and forth right now. Alright. Looks like a rush coming up mid from Rise. Tyler pushes through. He does go down to Savit. P takes down Zector. Doormat does take down P in return. Savit goes down as Doormat finds a second. Util's still being used. Doormat got hit a little bit too hard by that. Floormat does take down Naj. Floormat takes down Hollow as well. And now there's only one left, and Doormat is the one to pick that up with a clean headshot spray onto Bear. And Rise, they take that one step ahead again. Now going into the last round of the half. Is it going to be Rise or is it going to be Team SENSEI to come out on top? Are we going 7-5 or are we going 6-6 to start the second half? Another quick little time out there. Gino, you gotta buy your AK. There we go. I was gonna say, he has the money. It's the last round of the half. You should have full util and money. Util does go out. Spray comes through. Doormat finds the opening. Finds a second. Goes for a third, but Hollow does take him down. Is able to get out of there in time as well. So it's into a 4v3. Zector trying to block that off. Now up they go through Banana. It's going to be Tyler leading the way. There is one player on site. Naj does find one before he goes down to Tyler. And now it's Hollow and Savit going forward. Savit finds Zector. And it's into a 2v2. The bomb a little bit outside of Floormat's reach. And from behind, Tyler finds one. Savit finds Tyler, though. It's Savit versus Floormat. Floormat takes him down, surviving on 22 HP. There we go. Rise going into the second half up 7-5. So now we're going to see how they hold. How does the members of Team Sensei want to do this? Are they going to go over towards A? Are they going to do a banana rush on B? It looks like 4 going apps, 1 kind of holding for banana. And it looks like through mid to A, Naj finds the opening onto floor mat, going for more. He finds a second onto Gino as he continues forward, trying to look for the next player. Doormat is up in apps, hasn't peeked out yet though, so they don't know about him. Naj gonna step through. Oh, he does find Doormat as well. Now Naj gonna be going for the shots onto Tyler. Zector does take down P before going down. Tyler finds Savit. And Hollow finds Tyler. Yeah. I feel like with... Because you're saying Tyler's been quiet. With Rise, a lot of the time, it's a very even spread of kills, like, all throughout. Every once in a while, someone will, like, kind of, like, really pop off. But I feel like it's an even spread a lot of the time. It looks like it's a full stack on B for Rise. They're ready for this to come out. And now you see them just go forward. Zector finds one, Hollow finds the other, finds the second. As Gino finds Hollow, Savit finds the other 3. And down goes Rise as Savit survives on just a lone hit point. And now we're all tied back up. 7-7 for Rise and the members of Team Sensei. Where is Team Sensei gonna go? I mean, so far we've just seen the util trades going out. Nothing else has really happened yet. Tyler gonna be backing off as Zector throws a little pop flash to try and hold on there. In pit, you're gonna have Gino if Hollow and Bear decide to push forward this way. You have Doormat there for support. See, this is what I was afraid of. Like, my mic just cut out there, too. I gotta figure out what's going on with Counter-Strike and, like, doing this. Like, I figured it out, I think, for my mouse and keyboard, but it really is just, like, randomly turning stuff off. And I don't know why. Doormat was up in apps, just trying to stall out. Spray through the smoke by Zector, seeing if he can find anything. Naj has taken a good little chunk of damage, but the rest of the sprays hasn't really found much. Another smoke goes out after a little while. And I feel like, I mean, Tyler and Zector just doing a good job stalling for as much time as possible on Banana anytime they try and push over here. And now we have a different defensive setup, so they can't even try and get used to it at all. As Zector did end up finding Naj. And now the step through. Gino from the other side did end up getting the trade through the smoke. And it's all on to Bear. In a 1v4, he steps around, finds the headshot onto Tyler, but Gino, with another trade, gets a second player. And it's going to be Rise going up 2 rounds now, 9-7. Yeah, 2-12, and then it went into overtime, and they just absolutely dominated the overtime. Zector trying to look further down, see if he can get anything early. Now he just throws the smoke to stall for some time. Tyler also has a smoke of his own, and that's just what they've been doing. They've been able to just stall for so much time. Savit takes a little bit of damage from that spray there. And now they're going to boost Zector up. Oh, Naj ready for the boost. Does take him down. Tyler's already out of there, though. And now it looks like a banana push will be coming. Floor mat getting ready to support over here. Smoke stuns coming out. Savit takes down Tyler, and now the Molotov to stall the support from floor mat. Bomb is going to go down, and it's going to be a 4v3 retake. Floor mat trying to get a spray through the smoke, and I really do feel like Hollow just more comfortable with the MP7 possibly. Because I see him using it constantly. Savit, incredibly low health on the back, and Bear from the side gets a headshot onto Doormat. Floormat takes down Savit as Bear takes down Gino. It's all onto Floormat here. If he just had a smoke. And P steps out, hits the headshot onto Floormat, takes him down. He was a smoke away from a defuse. But it's 9-8 now. And Rise, they need 4 more rounds if they're going to win it. We may be possibly going into an overtime or even a pretty long game. Gino wasn't able to get a gun this round. Zector and Floormat both with an MP9. And it looks like an early loss. Tyler goes down to Bear there. Absolutely nailing his headshots right now. Zector just trying to wait for as long as possible. He does throw that smoke down. And it is going to deter the members of Team Sensei ever so slightly. Giving a little bit more time for Doormat to come over here to support. Maybe a little bit of a waste on the nade there. Floormat close. The smoke's stun's gonna go out. He is gonna avoid them. He's gonna be up close and personal. He finds one. He finds a second before he goes down to Bear. So that brings us back into a 3v3, but Bear finds Doormat. As Nodge finds Zector. And it looks like it's gonna be a rush over towards B. Gino, all he had was a pistol. He will be able to pick up an AK. Picks up a defuse kit. And he may just save this AK for the next round. Let this get tied back up at 9 apiece. 1v3, Bear is low, but the other 2 players have just as much health as him. So it would not be a very easy clutch for Gino right now. It does indeed look like he's just going to save the AK. smart play, especially considering I don't think they're going to have enough money to be able to buy for the next round. Yeah, 3,000 apiece for the members of Rise. Gino only at 2,000 after buying a Molly. So we're gonna see Eco with a Hero AK, but for the CTs? What can the Hero AK do? It finds one before going down Hollow and Barrel. Find two. And all of a sudden, it's down into a 2v4. Zector does go up top, picks up the AK, tries to get a little bit of a spray through the smoke. We're going to see Zector trying to make his way back through the middle. Doormat with the deagle. Maybe even looking for another gun. I mean, you can try and go for this. But I wouldn't put it past Rise for Doormat to try and go and find the other AK. And honestly, just save and look for exit picks. But I don't think Doormat knew exactly where it was. Now I think the callouts came out, so he might be going in search of it. Zector. He was there. And that may stall for just enough time for another player to die. And he does actually get the kill onto Savit because of it, and Doormat was able to go pick up the AK. I don't think that's an awful play. Especially being on the CT side, money is going to be a lot bigger of a problem. Look, Gino's already down to nothing. Floormat is down to 200 after buying Util. No, he's going to go down to nothing after buying Util as well. Tyler is at 350. Zector is really the only one with money right now, alongside Doormat. So if they didn't go for the AKs, their economy might be looking a little bit rough. That's going to be a nade going down, doing good damage onto Savit. Does a little bit onto Bear and Naj as well. That nade goes out, finds a little bit more nade damage, and so far, it's been clean from Rise. They're all untouched. And there's two players at half for the members of Team Sensei. Bears at 70. So now it's just slowing down. The members of Team Sensei, it looks like they're just waiting for Rise to overpeak something. That smoke from P really doesn't do anything justice. Ugh, that stun from Gino really only hits Floormat. A little bit unfortunate there. Another stun goes out. Floormat's able to avoid that. It looks like we are going to go back over to Banana. Smoke goes out. Not a ton of util. The stun, and Zector, with the help of Tyler's son, able to step out, get one, and now they step out, they find more. Tyler finds a second, and now it's him versus Hollow. Support coming through from Floormat here in just a second. Hollow gonna be pushing through. Hollow does find the headshot. Now he's just gonna try and go for the plant. Floormat through the smoke. Finds the headshot, takes him down, and brings us back to 10 aside. And they survive with 3 players. That's going to do a wonder for their economy. These next couple of rounds going to be even more important because every single round you win is going to bring you that one step closer to winning. That is such a huge smoke early on. That nade goes out, finds a little bit of damage onto Bear. Tyler, Zector looking like they actually might want to play a little bit closer. That nade's going to be enough. No, it wasn't enough. But Zector and Tyler are both surviving on barely anything. So if they had stuck around and that nade came through, they would have been done for. Gino up on top here, does find Hollow, finds one. Savit able to step out with the Galil to find one instead for the trade. And then they go back over towards Banana. Zector coming over to support. It looks like he's going through Library right now, which is going to leave Tyler all on his own. Now, looks like Zector was thinking about going back. P and the other and another member of Team SENSEI is going back through mid. P gets the spray onto one, but the trade comes through immediately. That is going to be bombed down. So it is going to be a 3v2. That stun goes out 20 seconds. So they're just going to have to push something. Doormat has to try and make sure he doesn't get caught out. Bear does take down Zector. And now the spray, he gets one. He gets the second. So Doormat able to take them both down and be the first team to 11. One more. And they get to 12 first, which puts them on match point. If they can get it this round for 2 rounds in a row. But it is going to be a timeout for Team SENSEI. So right now we're looking at an 11-10 scoreline. If the members of Rise win this next round, it's going to be 12-10, which means they're going to have 2 rounds in a row where they can just win. If they don't win this round, it's going to be 11-11, and all of a sudden it really is that next round that becomes so important, because that's going to be the team that has the chance to go for the match win before going into overtime. And it looks like Rise going for a little something different. They got 3 players over here. Couple of nades go deep, maybe not quite as far as before. Hollow with the Tech 9. So not even really a full buy. This honestly seems like a scary force buy, but a necessary one for Team SENSEI, because they need this round. If they have to win the next 2 rounds just to force it into overtime because they ecoed on this round, that's a whole lot scarier than having to do anything else. And Savit starts it off, finding one. Floormat gets the trade over to Doormat. He finds one onto P. 2 players gonna be pushing. Doormat tries to go for the shots, does a lot of damage onto Nej, but it's Floormat to go down to Hollow. And now Zector does find Naj. In return, Hollow finding Doormat with the Galil. 2v1 play for the trade, but no, Zector steps through, takes down Hollow, and they are 1 round away from getting the win in this best of 3. How will they do it? Another timeout, their last timeout for the members of Team SENSEI. How are they going to play this one? Where are they going to go? Because at this point, there's an AK with no util, a Galil with no util, 2 MAC-10s, and a Deagle. That's what they have with their tournament hopes on the line. And now it looks like they're going for a pause. And honestly, I think I'm ready for the pause to be gone. I kind of have to go to the bathroom. Drank so much water trying to keep my voice alive. We've been going pretty late into all of these. I've drank more water just during this cast than I do sometimes all day. We'll take a look at the leaderboard while we got a second. Floor mat on top for Rise, 20 kills for him, 15 for Doormat, and 16 apiece for Gino and Zector. And then for Team Sensei, 22 for Bear, 15 for Hollow, 13 for Naj, and then down on the bottom, 15 for Sabbath as well. Though he hasn't done all the damage to deserve all 15 kills. So now, with Team Sensei going for a force buy, even if they win this round, if they lose most of their players, they're not going to be in any better of a situation because they've bought literally everything they can. And I think that's what that pause was for. It was so they could try and figure out the absolute maximum that they could get out of it and probably plan some sort of play out where they might have needed a certain amount of flashes or nades or something. And we'll see where they go. It looks like it could quite possibly be more of a push towards... No, it's not a push towards Banana. Not going to risk all their hopes on a Banana push. It is Bear with a hero AK this round. He drops down after missing the jump. Maybe some audio cues go the way of Rise, but I don't think Doormat ended up hearing anything. They go through. Floormat getting ready to back off. He has the M4, so he has plenty of bullets to work with. Doormat gets the opening kill onto Naj. Floormat doesn't find anything as Hollow finds the headshot, but Gino and Doormat over here. That nade takes down Bear. Now stepping through Hollow, trying to find even more. He does find Doormat, picks up an AK, and now it's on to Gino over here, not able to get anything. Zector does get Savit, so it's a 2v2, but Hollow with a nice little one-tap. And now it's all onto Tyler in a 1v2, gets the headshot onto one, goes for the headshot on to Hollow, and now they're going back and forth, and Hollow able to take down Tyler, surviving on 4 hit points, gets the 4K, and is able to keep their dreams alive. And now, still not the best for Team Sensei, but they have a MAC-10, an MP7, 2 AKs, and a Galil. And this is going to be going up against an MP5 or an MP9, 3 M4s, no, 2 M4s, 2 MP9s, and an... Okay, sorry, wow. Apparently I just can't. They're changing it too quickly. 3 M4s, 2 MP9s, 4 Rise, up against 2 AKs, a Galil, an MP7, and a MAC-10. And if I was Team Sensei, the most successful they've been, I feel like, has been through going to A, through mid. The question is whether that's what they're going to go with again here, or if they're going to try and pull something different. I feel like no matter what, you can't go for a send through Banana early on, because I feel like it's going to get naded no matter what. Tyler, Floormat, and Doormat all have nades. Zector has a molly. I feel like no matter what, you send a nade down Banana, it's almost always guaranteed damage. It just depends on how much you're getting out of it. As Team Sensei really trying to do anything they can to survive. 1 minute and 35 seconds left for Team Sensei. So if this does end up going into overtime for some reason, Team Sensei is going to have almost no time to try and think or figure out their exact game plans like maybe they've been doing so far during these pauses. So we're going to see Hollow throw the molly up into apps. Tyler finds an opening onto Naj. And now we're going to see, oh, Bear set up above, does take down Zector in return, and Tyler incredibly low, so they're going to send Floormat over here for support. And I mean, I was saying maybe the banana send wouldn't be it, but they're trying to prove me wrong right now. 4v4, but Tyler has taken a chunk of damage. Molotov goes out, stuns, trying to deal with anyone that's close range. Floormat. When does he want to try and take this? Ready and waiting. The stun goes out. Tyler's going to go for a quick peek. They didn't go down here immediately, so Doormat was over here for support. He's going to go back to A as quickly as possible. Gino did spot out Hollow. So now you're going to hear P and Bear going over here, and that's a great stun, but Doormat, he finds two. The MP9 taking down two. Floormat finds Hollow, and it's all on to Savid, and he goes down to Floormat, and Rise win 13-11 in match number 3. Oh my goodness. What a game. Back and forth and back and forth. And in the end, victory goes to Rise. It took all 3 maps. It took almost every single round in all 3 maps. But in the end, Rise comes out on top. Floormat ends up with 22 kills. Doormat with 19. And then on the top, you have Hollow with 20, Bear with 23 for Team Sensei. But that is how we are going to end it. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you guys so much for coming out and having some fun with us. I always appreciate you guys stopping by. And we will see you next time. I believe the next CS match is going to be the 31st. So on the 31st is going to be when we cast some more Counter-Strike. We'll be playing games in between then and just trying to chill and have some fun. But I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Get some good sleep. Bye-bye.
It's Rise time. Touchdown, boots hit the dirt, no fear in the eyes. 4 deep in the Jeep, see the smoke in the skies. Every call, every shot, every inch we earn. Got fire in our blood, let the battleground burn. We the last to leave, we the first to fight. Every night we get back, every round ignites. Circle closing in, yeah we own that space. When you see that tag rise in your face. Rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is Rise, never back down, never on the brink. From the plane to the ground we reign. Every knockdown fuels our flame. This ain't luck, it's built through pain. Ride forever, remember the name. We fight, we bleed, we thrive. Our code, our team, our life. When the smoke clears, when the final shot flies, we stand tall 'cause the name is Rise up, never fall. Rise up, we want it all. From zero to legend, it's in our eyes. This is Rise, rise, yeah, yeah, from the drop to the last blue zone, we don't break. We rise, lock and load, eagles fly. But tonight, it's rise time. Touchdown, boots hit the dirt, no fear in the eyes. Fall deep in the Jeep, see the smoke in the skies. Every call, every shot, every inch we earn. Got fire in our blood, let the battleground burn. We the last to leave, we the first to fight. Every night we get back, every round ignites. Circle closing in, yeah we own that space. When you see that tag rise in your face. Rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is Rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is Rise, rise. PUBG legends, we live that code. No luck, just skill in every reload. Eyes locked, target found, let it spray. We control every drop, every play, every day. Headshot dreams and highlight streams. With the thunder inside your team's bad dreams. From scrims to stage, you know the vibe. Rise Esports, this is do or die. Rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is Rise, never back down, never die. Hands to the sky, we fight side by side. From the ashes we climb, we conquer the time. Name on the line, this is Hear the call, boots in sync. Four hearts, one link. Crosshair steady, never blink. You can't run, but you're on the